Welcome to North of the Broad. I'm your host, Robyn Zimmerman. We're bringing you our show from the Pat Conroy Literary Center in downtown Beaufort. We've got a great show planned for you, so stay with us. And welcome to North of the Broad. I'm Robyn Zimmerman. We're here at the Pat Conroy Literary Center with the first guest of our show, MarkPiegza. He is the owner of Synergy HomeCare of the Lowcountry. Mark, welcome. It's good to talk with you about this important business that you have. You've been in business about a year and a half, you said.
Correct.
But before we talk about Synergy, I want to know, what did you do before you started your home care business?
Sure. Well, thanks, Robyn, and thanks for having me here. I spent most of my career as an investment banker, actually.
Okay.
And then after that, I ran my own little advisory business working with companies in the media and telecom and tech space.
So what drew you and your wife, I know she's involved as well,
Yes.
To home care service?
Well, I think it was personal experiences, both for my wife, Lisa, and I, as well as our partners, Bob and Melissa Risk. So we had all moved down here. My wife and I moved down to the Lowcountry about 4 years ago, and a couple of years ago for Bob and Melissa. And we all had very personal experiences with family members, parents that needed help, and most of them, or not all, if not all of them, wanted to be at home. So we realized that there's an acute need for people to receive help with activities of daily living as they get older, but not just older people. So people who come home from the hospital with a surgery, they need some help recovering. We do babysitting services. So, it's about helping people live in their homes and maintaining that quality of life. And we all came from a very personal perspective on that.
And so so you can have a caregiver go to a home, they could go to an assisted living and do a multiple variety of things for that individual. Like what? Give me some examples. Helping with medication, food, dressing?
Sure. So yeah, we call it Care for Everyone, and we basically help with activities of daily living. So our caregivers can help with companionship, they can help with meal prep, light housekeeping, toileting, bathing, medication reminders. We don't administer medication because we're not a medical provider, but we do medication reminders. So any of those types of services.
And so, Mark, talk to me about the qualifications at a caregiver. I know you're always looking at bringing new ones in because the need is so dramatic.
Yes.
So if someone is interested in being part of your company and being a caregiver, what qualifications might I need?
Well, the most important thing, Robyn, is to have passion and a compassion for people. So the way we look at it is we can train people to do the job. Now, many of our caregivers are certified nursing assistants, so they have a formal background in caregiving. And so what we try to do is our client care team matches up our caregivers very carefully with the needs that our clients have. So we may have some clients that are companionship clients where they don't need that particular skill set. So we can have someone who doesn't have as much experience, and we can train them how to work with an individual who just needs companionship. For situations where it may be a little more technical, where there's transfers required, then we're going to absolutely put our experienced caregivers who are CNAs in those types of roles. So the most important thing is really the passion and compassion.
Right, and can you really see that in an interview, or do you just have to kind of hire someone and then they don't work out, or they do? I mean, it's a tough role, really. It's an important role, that person-to-person piece, that social skills piece.
It's a hugely important part of the role. And yes, so the answer is we can see it in the interview. I mean, nobody's 100% perfect at this, but we do the best we can, and we screen very carefully. We bring everybody into the office after we've had a virtual interview with them, and we spend time in the office with them also. We have our whole client care team meet them. So we try to get a real feel for what they're going to be like, what their personality's like, and how they would fit with our clients.
So you mentioned the client care team.
Yes.
So talk to me about logistics. And so you have a family member that needs help. And so how do you kind of evaluate and then address that individual's needs?
Sure. Well, first of all, we offer a complimentary in-home assessment. So we'll go out and meet the family or the individual in their home. And usually that's two of us. So we have, when I say our client care team, we have two client care managers, and they're primarily responsible for the relationship with our clients, although Bob and I spend a lot of time working with our clients as well. So some combination of the four of us will go out and meet with a new prospective client, and we'll assess what their needs are and what their personality is. And we all know our base of caregivers, so then we sit together as a team and figure out who would be the best matchup with that particular client.
All right. So if I'm a potential caregiver, I might be interested in working with you, and why would I want to work for your company and not another company? As I was asking that question, what makes your company unique and special?
Yeah, that's a great question. Well, I think we try to treat everybody like family. So we offer a lot of opportunities for growth within our business. We offer contact with the office, with the ownership team on a regular basis. We've promoted from within. So our off-hours care coordinator was a caregiver for us. She was seeking to do something different, so we promoted her to an office role. So we really offer those growth opportunities and the ability to interact with us on a daily basis, and also to have that approach where we carefully match them with the client so they feel good too, because it's every bit as important that the caregiver feels good about where they are as the client.
Right. And so if I do want to apply, where would I do that? Or if I'm a potential client, how do I get in touch with you and talk about all of that for us?
Sure. Well, I think if you're a potential client, I think our number is up on the screen and our website, so give us a call or go to the website. You can fill out a form fill on there requesting care, and we'll get back to you right away. If you're a caregiver, you can go to that website and go to the caregiver corner page, and there's a link at the bottom. You can click the big red button, and that takes you right to the application, actually.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Thank you, Mark. We just have about 15 seconds left. Anything else that we didn't cover in this time with you that you want to share?
Well, I would just say that in our year and 3 months in business, we've taken care of a lot of people and helped a lot of people get better, and it's very gratifying. We love it, and we love being here in the Lowcountry.
So check it out. Synergy Home Care of the Lowcountry. Thank you so much, Mark.
Thank you, Robyn.
And we'll be right back with North of the Broad. Stay with us.